Hey everyone, Mango7Roll here. How we doing today? Welcome to another episode of Epic 7, and today we're going to be testing out Millim. We're going to be giving her a review after. I'm going to do it a little differently than usual. I'm going to play my Guild War battles and then talk about her for a little bit. So hopefully you enjoy that. Have not seen anybody else use her outside of Tatsu on the RTA official live stream yesterday, and I've used her already in Arena and in RTA to climb to Masters, and she did pretty well there, honestly. I could already see like a couple problems with her kit. I can already see like certain things, but I can also see where she's standing out, so I'm just kind of excited. I didn't have enough to +15 her, so I'm missing a 15% chance of Dragon's Eye, which would just, you know, the game would end, right? Like she kind of needs that. And I don't have the damage on here, and honestly, from when I used her, Dragon Dive was more important than Dragon Fear, to be entirely honest. Like, Dragon Dive was what was kicking people's butts. So, let's jump into the battle here and see how this goes. Okay, so the plan here is actually just to stun these Cerise.
Witness my power.
Okay, so Millim has decreased hit chance because their debuffer, you know, did debuffer things. But she has her thing now as well. I don't really want to extinction, but I need to evasion, right? Like, I can do this, but we're not killing, right? Even if we crit, which we do. Okay, she's killing. I'm okay with that, yeah. That wasn't something I was expecting. Oh, I Mulligored her, that's why. When I didn't have her Mulligored, she wasn't really doing much damage with her skill 3. It was only like 7 to 8k. But I forgot I just tossed in 2 more Mullas into her. So I find her damage actually comes, if you're worried about her damage, of course, actually comes from her skill 1. Her skill 1 does quite a bit of damage, and mine isn't Mulled right now either. And when she punches people, she really hurts them, which is nice. I wish she didn't have decreased hit chance right now. No crit, nice. Bop. See, 5,000, no crit, seems pretty good. Honestly. So bye-bye Cerise. Hopefully we can bring her back here. And I've been using her on teams that dual attack a lot or produce dual attacks a lot, specifically because, okay, Rip Cerise. No, not Rip Cerise. Specifically because that helps pop up her focus, right? And the more focus we have, the more she procs her passive. Easy. Okay. Okay, Millim time here, and we're also using Rimuru. We've got the stealth there as well. So let's go here. This is how many debuffs? It's just 1 turn, right? So we'll do this and hopefully stun the Riolet. Looking good, looking good. Okay, then we have Millim here who did get rid of the stealth, so we did proc our 85% chance. Oof, that would suck. And I don't really know who to attack here, right? We really don't know who to attack. I think we just go for it. Here, we're only gonna do like 20% of our HP, yeah. But that's fine, because now is when we just start going ham. He is insane, by the way. Rimuru, like, stealing all these buffs? It's honestly kind of bonkers. And we get the counterattack now, right? We're on her artifact. I don't know if that's the best choice, but we are on it just because, does the 5,000 damage go after the skill null's gone? So I know it procs after visually. It does. Wow. Okay. That's cool. And we're gonna punch somebody in the face right now. Yeah, we're gonna punch her. 11k damage, 1600 HP return. I'm pretty okay with that.
Your pitiful resistance.
Nice.
Here.
And we're gonna punch her in the face now. No crit. Okay, she's low crit rate. which is super fine right now because I'm using her mostly to target the earth units. And if I had imprint, she'd be maxed. But you can see she's got really good damage, just like the amount of punching she does. It's all in her skill 1, I find. Her skill 1 and her artifact countering. And we'll punch again. You know, pretty good. I'm okay with that. Okay, so let's talk about her a little bit now. So from using her so far, there's been a couple builds people have been asking me about, specifically stuff like counter set, like pen set, like all of the above, like fast, like slow, super bulky, no bulk at all, like all the different things. And this is what I ended up with. And I'm pretty okay with this. I wish I had more crit chance, but we get that through her. Oh no, she doesn't have the whale imprint. We get that through better gear. We get that through better gear. I'm also using this artifact, which would be greater if it was limit breaked. I might actually do that with some more powder here. And I went with speed crit. The reason why I went with speed crit is because, one, I really needed the crit rate, because I don't think you can realistically build her as one of those units that is just so not tanky that she just rolls over, right? I really feel like you need some bulk in her. I mean, she's literally wearing panties, so she needs some defense somewhere, right? So we ended up with 1200 defense, 13k health. And what this is going to allow us to do is, one, it's going to allow us to live turn 1. So if somebody opens up with like a greater attack RB or something like that, or anything similar to that, she's going to be fine, right? She won't die. And after she gets her evasion buff up, which is for 3 turns, she'll have a pretty decently easy time surviving. She'll be like, even if it goes through evasion, she's gonna do a-okay, right? The other thing too here is her skill 1 is super, not underrated, but I really feel like this is where she fights consistently. Like, you can use her as a Lilibet to try to skill 3 stuff, but I don't think that's really where you want to be. I personally have really been enjoying her in a bruiser-based setting where maybe I have a healer on her team, maybe I have a knight on her team to help her out a little bit, but for prolonged battles where she just starts bopping people, specifically with somebody like Cerise that can get defense downs, that can get dual attacks, I found the amount of damage Dragon Dive did, even with missing 15% damage, was insane, honestly insane. And then you also get Dragon's Eye Millim with the Dragon Buster here, which is also like ridiculously good for damage. But her skill 3 doesn't seem to do much at all. So it's kind of a weird situation with her, where it looks like you want her to be somebody who extinctions somebody and like goes on their day, right? And that's, you win the battle. But I really don't think she's that. I think she's somebody who, like, skill 3's turn 1 doesn't really get an extinction, and then maybe after a couple bops, after a couple counterattacks, she does get an extinction the second time this is up. It's also, if you do have a artifact on somebody else or on her, to give her a hat, not a hat, a Tagael's Tome. With this, you'll be able to burn this to give her attack buff and then skill 3, which should take down most targets. And the main thing here with evasion we need to remember as well is when you look at somebody similar-ish to Violet, Violet has the thing where, like, the reason he's really good now is the evasion at the start of the turn, right? The 35% here right at the start is insane. And on top of that, he does have Moonlight Dreamblade as well. This is something the Millim can't use, right? She's not a mage, or she's not a thief. So that's one of the reasons why I don't think you can build her exactly like people build Violet, although I kind of build my Violet the same way anyway. I'll also be trying out counter sets. I'll be trying out pure damage sets. I'll be trying out all of the things, but so far I am very happy with her damage. I don't think she needs to do more. And she has not once just fallen over for me, which is nice. And just to go through the pieces here, I did want a decent amount of speed. Over 200 was my goal. And if I was to do this a little better, I would probably try to go for like 235, 240, just to go faster than the people that usually sit at that range, like the Landies, the Violets, the maybe not the Violets, the Landies, the FCCs, all those things that sit at like 200 to 230 speed usually. So that's that. This is this piece here. Really like pieces like this for bruisers, similar to this. Ones that have just a ton of either attack or defense and a ton of health, like a ton of the 3 stats, attack, defense, and HP. Crit damage, crit chance will get there, but those you really need on most pieces. I think this is one of my weakest pieces. It would be nice to get a little bit better here, like I could get some crit rate here. Again, we're just looking for attack, defense, crit chance, crit damage. And same sort of thing here, attack percent main with massive HP percent on this, just a ridiculously good piece there. And the same sort of thing, right? We're looking for attack, defense, HP to get her bulk up. And obviously this gear is probably a little better than some of you may have, but it also scales. When you fight tougher guilds, you need better gear, right? So yeah, let me know how you want me to try her next. I really wish I had the RTA videos to show you, because I think she did exceptionally well there at doing exactly what I wanted her to do. So link description, no, not link description, comment section below. Let me know how you want to see her, what more I can say. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe as always, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye, everybody.